let me show you my screen in student view. So on Canvas, on the home page, if you come down to Major Five-Finger Patterns White Keys, if you click on that, if you go to, you can now submit assignment, and it will let you either put in a URL link for like YouTube, or you can click the media tab here, hit record, and it will use your video camera, your computer camera, or your phone camera to record you doing it. I think it's easier to do the YouTube link and just put an unlisted YouTube link. Do not put a private link because then we have to log in and share it. But if you just do an unlisted link, then no one knows it's there except for me and you. Unless you want to share with the world how awesome you're doing on your five-finger patterns. Questions, comments, concerns, friends with questions, private messages in the chat.
Yeah, I had a question real quick.
Go ahead.
You just want one video with the A through G major keys, right?
Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to film them all in one shot, but if you could compile them all in one video so I don't have to watch and click 7 different videos, that would be awesome. All right, any other questions? Question in the chat. Cool. Preston, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I went to Got Chalk's Music yesterday, looking into the whole pedal thing. They told me to try everything that me and you have already tried. To flip the switch, to hold down the pedal while you turn the piano on, maybe flip it and hold down the pedal as you turn the piano on. They said that it should be able to work that way, but I don't know why it's not. They also sell a pedal there. It's $24, which is a drag, but they said that no one's brought it back, not able to get it to work with their piano. So I did look it up online, and I did see someone else that said the only other option is to take the thing apart and solder it differently, which is a mess, and we don't want to mess with that. So that's what I've got as far as your pedal goes. I'm sorry I don't have better news.
Oh no, that's fine. I'll probably just end up getting one from Gottschalk's.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was there yesterday. They're $23.90, but they're not brand specific, but they said that they can switch. So maybe that's the best bet to go. The other bet that I might go is get it directly from Casio, but then you're waiting for shipping. So, and I like supporting the local stores if I can. Anyway, okay, today I wanted to go over songs for the midterm. And in your syllabus, I'm not sure that it got included. But there are 4 songs that you can play for the midterm. So let's go look at those. One of the songs is Takatina. It's on page 98, I believe. Nope, that's not right. Wrong page number. Takatina is on page 88. Off by 10. Are you able to see that on your screen? Takatina? All right. Takatina is probably the number 1 chosen song that students play on the midterm. Sorry. Just getting to the midterm part. that a summer syllabus? No. What is going on? 1 second. Weird. That's totally the wrong syllabus. 1 second. There we go. Here we go. Okay, Takatina on page 88, Byers Etude on 80, and Gerlitz The Chase on page 330 are song options for your midterm. So I want to go over those today. And the first one is Takatina. Takatina is 2 pages. So that scares some people, but you shouldn't be scared. It's a nice pattern. What else can you tell me about Takatina just by looking at it?
It's staccato.
Good. Lots and lots and lots of staccatos. I think everything's staccato. What else?
You have a DC Alfine.
Yeah, what does that mean? Does anybody know what DC stands for?
De capo.
Da capo. What does capo mean in Italian?
Something about cutting the head off.
Yes, cut the head off. No. C, capo stands for head. When we decapitate somebody, we cut their head off. But when we see a DC Alfine, da capo means go back to the head or go back to the beginning and then play until you see the word fine, which happens right there. Does that make sense? So we are going to play measure 1 through 36. When we have the DC Alfine, we're going to go back to the beginning and we're going to play measures 1 through 20. And we're going to stop when we see fine. So it's even longer than 3 pages. Or than 2 pages, but it's not that bad. Good. Anything else you notice?
It's in the key of F.
Ooh, good guess. Good guess. It would be in the key of F if we were in major. But we're actually in minor. Does anybody know how to find the minor? The relative minor?
Isn't it the written C sharp on the 13 measure or something like that?
Oh, good. You're noticing the C sharp accidentals in measure 15. Yes, we have accidentals. Good job. To find the relative minor, we need to go 3 half steps down to the left. We haven't started talking about minor yet. We're going to start talking about minor next week. But you're right. So if we go from F major and we go down 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3, we get D minor. You music majors better have known that, right? You just weren't commenting because you didn't want to let everybody know how smart you were, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're in D minor. Good. Anything else? I'm going to play it for you. Let me know what you think. You should be able to see what I'm playing on the screen too, yes? All right, here we go. Page turn. And that's your Takatina. Option number 1. Thoughts? Who's scared out of their mind? It's not that bad. If we look at the left hand, we're in a D minor 5-finger pattern, and we play the pinky note and the thumb note, and it keeps going back. And then we move to a C major 5-finger pattern, and we play the pinky and the thumb note, pinky and the thumb note. And we move back to the D 5-finger pattern, and we play the pinky and the thumb note. Thumb, 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 thumb. And then we play a bunch of Ds. Then we go to a G 5-finger pattern. Pinky, thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky. F major 5-finger pattern. F, C, F, C, F. Back to G. 5, 1, 5, 1, 5. And then a bunch of A's. And then we just repeat back to the beginning. Not terribly hard. We start with 3 and 1 on D and F in our right hand. And we do what is called planing. We stay with 3 and 1 as we go up and down the scale. So it might look scary. We'll dive into this a little bit more as we go. But I wanted to introduce the song. It's by my buddy E.L. Lancaster, who teaches down at Cal State Northridge. He worked for Alfred Music Publishing for years, and he was instrumental in me in helping me get a book published with Alfred. So, love E.L. Lancaster. Great guy. Questions, comments?
Yeah, I had a question real quick.
Go ahead.
Do we get graded like on rhythm? Like, let's say like if I play this song at like hella slow, or you want me to play it like at a good pace?
I would love for you to play it fast, like it's marked, but I don't really grade I don't really grade on tempo. So for my class, there's really no tempo requirements. There's a consistency requirement. So yes, I'm absolutely going to grade you on your rhythm, but I'm not going to grade you on your speed. Does that make sense?
Okay, that makes sense.
So we need to be going pi, 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 pi. We need to be in time, but you can take it slow. Cool. Good question. Other questions? All right. One of the other pieces was page 80. Etude. This is the number 1 chosen and abandoned song for the midterm. A lot of people look at it and they're like, oh, no problem. It's only 16 measures. I got it. And they start it, and then it gets hard, and they're like, forget it. I'm going to Takatina. So if you're up for a challenge, take on the etude. The thing that makes the etude tricky is sometimes both of our hands go up. Sometimes both of our hands go down. Sometimes both of our hands go out. And sometimes both of our hands go in. So it gets to be one of those coordination issues, and it's like, I cannot pat my head and rub my tummy at the same time. But it's really not horribly hard. What do you notice?
It changes in measure 10 from bass clef to treble clef,
Good. We have a clef change.
which
And
I'm
then-
assuming you're switching your hands. But
You're not switching your hands, but you're switching where you play your left hand. So your left hand starts out in bass clef, and then your left hand goes here to middle C and above middle C. So that's written out in treble clef. And then guess what? We have another DC Alfine. And we switch back to bass clef right there. Does everybody see that? Good. What else? We got a lot of apple pies. Apple pie, 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 pie. Apple pie, pie. We're in an unhurried tempo, so it's slower. Does everybody know what the word etude means? Etude's a fancy word that means study, or it's a teaching piece. They're trying to teach us a specific concept. I would say looking at this piece, they're trying to teach us how to play smooth and legato because we have a bunch of slurs. I would say they're also teaching us to play, like I said, sometimes our hands go out in opposite directions. Sometimes they come in opposite directions. Sometimes they both go the same direction. And you'll notice right here at measure 10 when I play it, the sun comes out. We start kind of dark and we start in minor, and then the sun comes out and we play it in major. And then on the return, it goes back to minor and we end right there with the double bar line. Does everybody see the double bar line? All right, here we go. I lied to you. The sun came out in measure 9. That's when we went to major. Thoughts, comments, concerns, questions? All right, I'm going to go to page 330, which has another song called The Chase. And this is the least chosen of all the pieces for the midterm. It's by Cornelius Gurlitt, who's a dead white guy from Europe. What can you tell me about it?
It's in C major.
Good, C major. What else?
Slurs.
Slurs all over the place. Good. What else?
We're playing a lot of chords.
Yes. I think that's why everyone's scared of this piece. Yeah, the second half of line 1, 2, and 4 all have chords. But that shouldn't stop you from playing it, yeah?
Not yet, at least. I'll try it first.
Anything else? We have dynamics, crescendos all over the place. Let me play it. Let me see what you think. Let me go again. Repeat. So it's not too bad. I should have pointed this out before. We have a repeat sign here, which repeats back to this forward repeat sign in measure 9. It doesn't go back. It doesn't go back all the way to the beginning. It just goes back to measure 9 because of this forward repeat bar right there. Questions, comments, concerns? Do you know which one you're going to do? Who's going to do the chase? Who's going to take the challenge?
I might do that one.
Yeah? Who's going to do the etude on page 80? Everyone's afraid of it. They're like, no, not touching it. Who's going to do Takatina on page 88?
Yeah, I think I'll do this one.
Yeah, I'll go one too.
Takatina?
Wait, which one's the hardest one?
I don't know. But I think people are afraid that this one's the hardest one to chase because there's chords.
Mm.
So this one I can tell you is done the least. Probably
Fine, I'll do that.
most people do the Takatina. Should I go over Takatina a little more in detail? Message in the chat. Go for it. All right, I need to take roll before I forget to do it. All right, we're missing Vianda. And is Isabella here? Everybody else is here, right? Okay. Let me go to Takatina. Let's just divide it into sections. And I can do this with all of the pieces. All right, Takatina. So I'm going to divide Takatina into sections. Are you ready? Okay, 5 sections, which is really only 4 sections, because section 1 and section 3 are the same. So maybe we should go over 5-finger patterns in minor. Does anybody know the formula for 5-finger patterns in minor? Okay, here's your 5-finger patterns in minor. First note, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So this piece is in D minor, so D, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. And do you remember our rhythm pattern? We did apple, 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 pie, 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 1, 3, 5, smash. So there's our minor 5-finger pattern. It is just majors, but backwards. Majors 5-finger pattern formula, but backwards. Okay? So our first line is all in D minor 5-finger pattern. And it tells us at the top to start with a thumb and a 3. So our right hand is just this chord. And then we move up, up, down, down. Pie, 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 pie. Step down, hold, step down. Left hand, also in a D minor 5-finger pattern. We're just going pinky, thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky. And guess what? Never do our hands play at the same time. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, 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 hold right. So if I was to tap my rhythm, it'd be pie, 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 pie. Is that easy? All right, I'm going to play it. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, 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 right. So we go step up, step up, step down, hold, step down. Easy? And then guess what? What happens next? We do the same pattern, but we do it in major, C major. Which is first note, whole step, half step, whole step. So we're going to find our C major 5-finger pattern. And we're going to do 5 in the left and 1 and 3 in the right. Step up, step up, step down, step down. Easy? Then
Yep.
line 3, same as line 1, back to D minor. So here's line 1, 2, and 3. How'd we do? The next line's the hardest line of them all. This, we're still in our D minor hand position. And we have we're hanging out on our 1 in the left hand. Same starting notes in our right hand. So we're going to play that 4 times. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So left hand has the 1. Right hand has 1 and 3. And then we keep our thumb right where we had it. We're going to move our right hand down to C sharp and E. And we're going to use a 2 and a 4. And we're going to do that for 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go back and do the D this time for 2 times. And then we're going to do the A, C sharp, E for 2 times. So I'm going to play 13 through 18. We're going to do D minor for 4 times. 2, 3, 4. We're going to switch to A major for 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to D minor for 2 times. 1, 2. Back to A major. 1, 2. And then we're going to play a bunch of Ds. Left hand pinky D. Right hand thumb D. And then both are going to shoot out an octave and play D's at the same time. D, D, D. Left, right. What do you think?
Yeah, I had a question. We only play C sharp when there's a sharp in front of it?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Yep. Good question. And that brings up a good point, Alex. This one is also going to be sharped because when we get a sharp, the sharp lasts for the whole measure. So all of these are sharp. Notice that's why after this bar line right here, this bar line cancels all the sharps. After that bar line, they brought the sharp sign back. So we're going to play C sharp for all of those. And this one as well. Good question. I had several kids that have learned it wrong. And they've learned it like this. And it sounds horrible. Yeah, you're going to have sharps for all 4 of those. Good question. Other questions? All right, is that a good start on the Toccatina? Can I clear my screen? All right, so that's almost half of the Toccatina. Let's go back and look at 80. The etude. All right. We are in A minor, so we're going to be in an A minor 5-finger pattern. What's my A minor 5-finger pattern formula?
Whole, half, whole, whole.
Whole, first note, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. This is going to be all white keys. There's lots of skips. I like to mark skips with an X. If that helps you. They're all over the place. All right, let's just look at the right hand. I'm just going to play line 1. I'm going to start with my thumb on A. Skip up, skip up, skip down, skip down, skip up, skip down, step up, step up, step up, skip down, step up, step down, leap up to finger number 5. Totally did this backwards. Should have clapped and counted the rhythm first. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Apple pie, 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 pie. Apple pie, pie, apple pie, pie. And this brings me to what I should have started this whole conversation with. I have a formula for learning a piece, if I can find it. And it is, come on, open up. Doc B's 7 steps to learning a piece. Step 1, clap and count the rhythm of the right hand. Step 2, play the right hand. So we did those out of order. Step 3, clap and count the left hand rhythm. Step 4, play the left hand. Step 5, tap both hands, count right hand rhythm. Step 6, tap both hands, count left hand rhythm. Step 7, play both hands together. It might be worth taking a screenshot of that. I can't remember if I put this as a PDF document on Canvas or not. Several kids will say, I can't play it. And I said, well, have you done the 7 steps? No. I said, okay, then go do the 7 steps. But it's not just do the step one time and be done. It's do it over and over and over again. So you might need to do step 1 and 2 more than once. I will guarantee you, you need to do step 5 and 6 over and over and over again. They are the hardest 2 steps. But I will guarantee you, if you can play it, if you can tap it, you can play it. I've never met somebody that can tap it but can't play it when they've done it enough time. If you tap it enough, you'll get it. You'll be able to play it. But people try to skip out on steps 5 and 6, and it bites them hard. So, make sure you do that. Let's go back and look at left hand. So left hand, it's nice because we get to start with pie, pie, pie. We have skips up, skips down. Step, 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 skip. Everything's step. Let's clap the left hand rhythm, line 1. 1, 2, 3. Pie, pie, pie. Apple pie, pie, apple pie, pie, apple pie, pie. And then let's find it. Starting with my pinky on A after my rest. Pie, pie, pie. 5 on A. Skip up, skip up, skip down, step up, step down, skip up, step up, step down, step down. So that's not too bad. This is where everybody starts abandoning etude because it's too hard. We're going to tap both hands, count the right hand rhythm. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Apple pie, 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 pie. Apple pie, pie, apple pie, pie. Let me do it again. I forgot to do the hand crossies thing. 1, 2. But I'm only doing the hand crossies thing so it lines up with you. If you do the hand crossies thing, it'll probably be backwards. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Right hand. Apple pie, 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 pie. Apple pie, pie, apple pie, pie. Okay, left hand. Here I go. Pie, pie, pie. Apple pie, pie. Apple pie, pie. Apple pie, pie. How are we doing? Should we try it? I'm going to try it really, really, really slow. So I got my A minor 5-finger patterns. Here we go. I'm going to start with my right hand thumb on A. 1, 2, 3. Thumb on A. Skip up, skip up, skip down. 5 and 1. Skip up in the left, skip up in both, skip down in both. Step up on both on 2s, 3s, 4s. Skip in to 2s. Step up 1 and 3. Step down, leap up to pinky in the right. How'd we do? One more time. Starting with my right hand thumb. Ready, go. Thumb on A. Skip up, skip up, skip down. 5 and 1. Skip in the left, skip in both, skip down. Step up to 2s, 3s, 4s. Skip into 2s. Step up 1 and 3. Step down, pinky on E. And that is a fourth of that piece, right? So, who's feeling what? I didn't even go over the chase. But we're kind of out of time. Who liked the etude?
I do.
Good. Anybody else? Everyone's like, no, Stocktina for me.
I like them all.
Yeah.
I don't know which one to pick.
Okay. Well, go over them this weekend. Figure it out. You've got time. But we need to get these memorized for March. Like March 8th, 9th, somewhere in there. We'll take the midterm. So about a month, just over a month from now. So really pace yourself and keep on it.
Are we recording a video for this?
You will, yeah.
Okay.
And you said we have to memorize it?
Yes.
Okay.
You can do it. All right. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Remember who you were and what you stood for, and we'll see you on Monday.
Thanks, Dr. B.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good day, sir.
You too.